Welcome to our November 2014 Red Pine Market Update. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties Worldwide here in Park City, and I'm here to share with you what's been happening in Park City in terms of real estate, Red Pine condominiums overall, and talk a little bit about the impact that Vail's purchase of the Park City Mountain Resort has had upon our local real estate market. So let's jump right into it. Let me begin by sharing with you a bit about what's happening in the Park City real estate market overall. Over the past year, there's been 1,311 sales in Park City. Now, this consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land, and that's actually down by 85 sales or 6% for that same period last year. Specifically, we're looking at the time of November 2013 through October 2014. And this graph here shows you that the number of home sales is actually down by about 14%, dropping from 585 sales the year before to 502 sales during the past 12 months. Condominiums are down slightly by 2% from 605 transactions to 591, and vacant land, however, is actually up by 203, or up by 6% from 206 transactions to 218. Part of that, by the way, is because since we've had a limited supply of homes and those sales are down, people are now turning to vacant land and building a home. Well, let's talk about prices. Everyone wants to know about prices. The median home sold prices, again for that same period of November 2013 through October 2014, is actually up by 7% within the Park City city limits. The median sold price was $1,216,250. It's now at $1,300,000. Nice appreciation year over year. In the Snyderville Basin, we also see a 9% increase from a median sold price of $707,500 to $768,500. If we turn to condominiums, their values are up by 5% in the city and 6% in the county area. In the city, it rose from $509,000 to $532,000 median sold price. In the Snyderville Basin, from $321,350 to $339,500. So good to see values increasing. Now we're looking at vacant land, and within the city limits where there's limited supply of land, interestingly enough, the median price hasn't changed at all. It's still $550,000. Up, however, by 4% in the Snyderville Basin is the median sold price for vacant land, rising from $300,000 to $311,750. So overall, we're seeing decrease in the number of transactions, but definitely an increase in property values in all three categories: homes, condominiums, and vacant land. This graph here takes us back to the very height of the market in 2005, when we saw the greatest number of sales for the Park City area, from 2,912 sales, and then the market plummeted, dropped 4 years in a row, and then started to bounce back in 2010. And you can see that we've had a steady increase ever since then through 2013, and we're going to see this graph updated here in a couple months, and we may see a little bit of a slowdown or leveling off just because, frankly, our inventory has been reduced, not because of a lack of demand. Now let's turn our attention to the Red Pine real estate market. What's happened there over the past year? So we're looking at the same time period as before, November 2013 through October 2014. Number of sales is down slightly, 2 sales or 10%, from 20 sales the previous year to 18 over this last year. Now, what this means is Red Pine condos are selling at a pace of 1 sale every 20 days, which is very, very good. A lot of quick sales, quick turnover when properties are priced correctly. There are currently 2 condos on the market at Red Pine, which equates to a little over a 1-month inventory property if someone's trying to buy a Red Pine condo. Now, those of you familiar with Red Pine, of course, know that we have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and the townhouse units available. So 3 different size layouts. The sold prices have ranged from $165,000 all the way up to $398,000, with the median sold price being $280,150. That's actually up about 2% from the previous year, where the median sold price at Red Pine was $273,750. So that's positive news as well. Now, if you're interested in receiving a printout of the condominiums that I'm drawing this data from, just send me an email at ron@thewilsteinteam.com, and I'd be happy to forward that to you. I want to just take a moment here to show you how you can get information on the Red Pine market whenever you choose, and it actually is quite simple. You can bookmark on your computer either viewparkcityrealestate.com/redpine or thewilsteinteam.com/redpine. Both will take you to the same place. And if you go there, let me just show you a pop up my website. Here we are at the viewparkcityrealestate.com website, and it rotates. And if you simply type in the bar that Red Pine and then hit enter, it will take you to a page specifically dedicated to Red Pine. Here we are here, and what you're seeing is a button which would allow you to watch a webinar, which would happen to be the one you're watching right now. Or if you choose this button and it changes colors when you highlight it, send me current sales data at Red Pine. That's the easiest way to get an update anytime you want. It will take you to a quick current sales data request form. Just put in details about the property, your contact information, any particular questions you might have, and then hit submit form. We'll get you that information. It's just that easy, and you can do that as often and any time that you want. Going back to that previous page real quickly, if you scroll down, you'll also come across available condominiums at Red Pine. These are active listings, and I'll just click on one, show you what you see once you go there. You'll get quite a bit of information about the property here, the price, the layout, photographs of it as it rotates, and you can always add it to your list of favorites if you set up an account, or if you want to print it out. That's helpful. You can do that as well. If you go to the map and directions, it will actually show you where the property is in relationship to what's around it. Just going to scroll in a little bit. You can see where Red Pine is relative to the ski lifts and access to the Canyons Resort. And if you go to the bird's eye view button and click on that, that will take you an overhead view of Red Pine. Those of you familiar with Red Pine will recognize this, and you can move it around, see where the swimming pool and the tennis courts are. So real helpful information anytime you want some details on what's happening at Red Pine. And with that in mind, let's keep going. I do want to take a moment to talk about the Vail factor on Park City Real Estate. This is something that people are talking about quite a bit these days. Those of you who are keeping up on the news know that Vail Resorts acquired the Park City Mountain Resort on September 11th. This was the end of a long-standing legal battle. And if you want to get full-blown details on the Vail Resort story, you can go to the webinar that we recorded in October. The shortcut is thewilsteinteam.com/Vail-PCMR, and that will take you to a very detailed webinar on it. I'm not going to cover those details now, but I do want to just mention a couple things that are on people's minds. Vail Resorts took over PCMR, Park City Mountain Resort, and we're looking forward to many improvements at the resort, which should be beneficial to the Park City community overall. Vail paid $182,500,000 for the resort, and now they control 2 of the 3 resorts in Park City. They're going to be making substantial improvements into the resort, and just like they've done in the past at other resorts, and those will be made public here pretty soon. But there are a couple things that we know about. Vail intends to connect PCMR with Canyons, not this season, but the next season, 2015 and 16, making it the largest single ski resort in the United States with over 7,000 skiable acres. They also have made their famous Vail Epic Pass usable for this season at the Park City Mountain Resort and Canyon. So that pass will get you onto both of the mountains. So that's incredible. Now, what does it mean for Park City Real Estate? I want to share with you some information that a friend of mine, Rick Klein, who is associated with private mortgage banking at Wells Fargo, he likes to look at the stats and look at patterns in the marketplace, and he's pointing out some important things for us to see. Now, keep in mind that the announcement of Vail's purchase of PCMR was September 11th, so the first day after that was September 12th. what we're looking at here is we're looking at some graphs going back to October 12th, or October 2012, 2013, 2014. This is that period of time from September 12th through the end of October. And what we see here is the lower box, which is kind of a purplish tone, light purple, represents condominium sales, number of transactions. The red represents single-family homes, and the yellow, very light yellow, is vacant land. But you can see the increase from 2012 period to 2013, and then we see a big bump here after the announcement, in essence, for the total number of transactions. And most feel that what's happened here is the number of pending sales have increased by 41% year over year after the announcement was made. And condominiums in particularly increased by 65%. So we were always wondering, would there be an effect as a result of Vail's purchase, and if so, how soon? Well, apparently the data's in, and it's really quite soon, and especially impacts condominiums. So what does this mean for Park City real estate? It means overall the confidence in the real estate market has increased, and it will likely continue to strengthen in the future. That buyers are now stepping up and buying properties in Park City. This is where they were a little bit sitting on the fence in the past, just kind of waiting and watching. But after the announcement, that sort of pushed people over the fence. They've gained in confidence, and they've stepped forward to buy. We expect this will continue, particularly as we're entering into the ski season right now. Homes and condominiums located near the base of the Park City Mountain Resort and canyons are the properties most likely to be positively impacted by Vail's purchase. So Red Pine is relatively close and should be the beneficiary of that. Homes and condominiums located in the residential neighborhoods of Park City will see a minimum impact to their property values as a result of the purchase. So the closer you are to the resort, the more likely you're going to get a benefit, especially if it's a property that's used either as a second home or an investment property. Well, if you want to learn more about what's happening in Red Pine, and particularly what the market is doing and what your property may be worth, it's very easy. All you do is go to our website, BuyParkCity.com, to the homepage, scroll down to the Learn What Your Property is Worth section, and just complete the form, or you can send me an email. Let me just take you to the website real quickly and you'll see it. I'm going to the homepage, and all you do is scroll down and you'll come to this section, Learn What Your Property is Worth in Today's Market. Identify your property, a couple of the features there, your contact information, so I can get you that information. Just a couple questions here. You choose the appropriate ones and hit submit the form. That will come to me. I'll get you an update, get it back to you, and if you have any questions, then feel free to contact us. You won't be hassled, you won't be bothered. We're into getting good, effective information out to people when they need it, and when you have questions for us, then we're here to answer them. For further news about Red Pine, go to their website, the homeowner's website, Red Pine, missing a D there, redpinehoa.com, and check that out. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me or call me. And if you want me to call you back, just let me know what time would be preferred, and I will call you back. So thank you for joining us. Just a quick reminder, if you're not familiar, every month we do a Park City Market Talk webinar. It's about a 15 to 20 minute webinar. We update it on the second Tuesday of each month, and it gives you some of the overall market information like I covered at the very beginning, and then specific topics that are on everybody's mind. We've been carrying some key details about the Vail Park City Market or Park City Resort interchange, from the legal battle to the resolution to you name it. So our goal is to keep you informed of what's happening in the marketplace. That's what we're here for. So thank you for watching this webinar. Have a great day. If you have any questions about Red Pine Condo or Park City in general, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you. Bye-bye.